Okay, so I've been diving all day. So it's Gabe's turn now. He's at the bridge. He's scoping out for some lionfish. He just told me to throw him the net. So that could mean he spotted a lionfish or something else. Who knows? You never know what Gabe's gonna bring out of the water. So he's over there. So let's see what he pulls up.
It's not a lionfish, but it's cooler.
It's cooler. Are you gonna keep it?
That current's no joke.
Yeah,
I'm keeping it.
Wait, don't fall on it.
Scorpion fish. He will hurt you.
Yeah. He does not look happy right now.
He put the slip on me like 3 times.
Be careful.
I actually got stung by one of these one time. How cool is he going to be for a predatory fish?
Yes. All right. Well, Gabe got his fish tank friend.
Let me take a GoPro and show him how big the snook are one time.
Alright, you see me?
Yeah, just from shorts up.
Alright, perfect. Alright, I have my grandma behind the camera right now helping me film. This is the lobster that Blue Gabe and I caught under the Cato's Bridge in Jupiter. I'm going to go ahead and prepare it. So first things first, when you clean a lobster, they have this membrane right in between their tail and their body. So you want to go ahead and poke that membrane. Now it's going to leak a little bit when you do it. So after you pop that membrane, grip both sides of the lobster and you twist and pull. There we go. You're gonna break off the end of the antenna. All right. So you have the end of the antenna. There's little mini barbs along the antenna here. So very important when you're cleaning the tail of a lobster, you're gonna go ahead and stick the antenna into his little hole down here. Sometimes it helps to have gloves on because then you're not getting poked with everything on a lobster. They are called spiny lobsters for a reason. You're gonna poke it in there and you're gonna give it a little twist and you're gonna pull out that digestive vein in there. Ooh. Just like so. And that you're just gonna get rid of. Doing it very nicely. There we go. And there you have it, your Florida lobster spiny tail. And before you start seasoning it and cutting it open, make sure you give it a really good rinse. Okay, so after you give it a good rinse, This is how I cook lobster. A lot of people cook lobster a bunch of different ways. I take a big knife. All right, so this can get a little tough because the shell's really hard, but you're just gonna balance it and try to crack that shell open. I'm gonna try a different knife. This is a little tricky, guys. Just be careful, but it can be done. There we go. And then I butterfly it, just like that. There we go. Beautiful lobster meat. What I like to do is I like to pull the meat out of the shell. That way, when it's ready to eat after it's all cooked, you're not picking it out of the shell. So I'll just stick my fingers in between the shell and the meat and kind of pull it apart away from the shell, like so. Sorry, you can't really see because my hands are all up in the way. But there we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put it on our little tray here. My favorite butter is this pure Irish butter. I use it for everything. I use it for baking, cooking, and even in my coffee. It's just the best butter out there, in my opinion. Okay, so I went ahead and melted some of the butter in a little espresso glass. And I'm going to, oh, lobster on my fingers. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Dano seasoning and mix it in with the butter. This one is the spicy one. I like the spicy on my seafood, and they also have a plain original one, which is good for like chicken, pork, or vegetables. Jazzy, what you think? Huh? Let me see. Jazzy, you hungry? Huh? You want some lobster? You want some? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of that in here. There we go. Give that a little mix. Jazzy thinks I'm making her dinner. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour this over that lobster tail. Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. So good. I went ahead and preheated my oven to 375 for about 15 minutes. I'll probably check on the lobster tail about 10 minutes in. They do cook really fast. And you definitely don't want to overcook your lobster, because if you overcook it, it's going to be really tough and chewy. And you don't want that. And we're going to go ahead and pop it in there. There we go. And see y'all in 10 minutes. All right, guys, so it's been about 13-14 minutes, and check out our lobster tail. It's absolutely beautiful. And then as you can see here, I pulled apart some of the meat and it just flakes apart. So that meat is gonna go from a pinky clear meat into a nice white meat. So let's go ahead and try it. Get some butter on there. So good. Honestly, ever since I started catching my own lobster, I never order lobster at restaurants anymore, because homemade, so much better. So good. I also have some of my homemade fish soup here with me too. And I'll be eating that as well for dinner. Gabe and I were offshore all day today. We ran out to 1,400 feet looking for mahi, and there was just no birds. There was no seaweed patches, no bait, nothing. Actually, we saw a few birds, but they weren't on anything. And then we came back in. I hit a couple rock piles in about 30 foot of water, and I saw a few kingfish, but they were just out of reach to shoot. And then we hit the bridge on the way back and thankfully found this lobster. So I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed to have found this lobster, and I'm so excited to be eating it for dinner. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.